Peace, love, and blessings to you today on this beautiful day. If you don't know who I am, my name is Armani Thomas. And I just learned something from my mentor just now about when we become entrepreneurs first starting out and we're not completely on our feet, we don't feel like we could stand alone. And you might be like, Armani, what are you talking about? What you mean? So I mean how we always look to partner up with somebody and instead of just having our head in the game and believing that we can do it ourselves. See, a lot of us get with somebody or try to find a soulmate or try to partner up with somebody because of growing up most of our lives, from being a baby and a child to a teenager and an early adolescent, to depend and rely on our parents. For 18 to 21 years of our lives, some people more, we are so used to being dependent on someone else. So when we venture off as an entrepreneur and step out on our journey trying to do it ourselves, we still have that emptiness, that unfulfillment that we feel like we have to fill a void for. But being an entrepreneur, believing in yourself, becoming an adult, and taking responsibility is having courage and confidence in you and believing that you can do it on your own. It's not success to partner up with somebody and feel like they guided you along the way, and then once you guys make it, you're just giving all the credit and thanks to that person. Well, you don't feel as fulfilled when you do something like that, as opposed to if you did it by yourself, for yourself, then you feel fulfilled. You can greatly appreciate the accomplishments, because let's face it, if you don't, when that person is not around, or let's say you guys make it together and then that person ventures off and want to become solo, you feel empty, you feel lost, confused, like you don't know what to do. You feel like you don't know what to do no more. You feel like you need that person. You feel like you rely on them, and that's not a good space to be. So think about that. Like, we really rely on somebody when it becomes time to grind. When it's time to grind, we feel like we need somebody's help. We always need somebody's help. Oh, you know how to do this, so you can help me out. Or you've experienced this, or you have been successful at this, so you can tell me what to do. Why don't we figure it out ourselves? And this references back to my video about using your brain and thinking, even if you got to read more books, even if you got to re-see the videos time and time again. A lot of us get to that space in life where we go to the internet for everything because we think the answers are all over the internet. We'll quickly email somebody, or we'll quickly ask questions or Google it just because these people or these things are a well-known source and they're known for answering questions. Well, Google is just a bunch of people that get together and feed a machine a bunch of knowledge. That don't mean that knowledge is for you. Just because that person is successful in that very thing that you're looking for doesn't mean that the way they did it or the process they went through to get it is for you. You got to think about these things. You got to use your brain, guys. You have to. So I'm gonna compare it to an animal's aspect. My mentor was saying how gazelles, do you know how long they have to learn how to walk as opposed to humans? We have about 2 years. Some of us a little less time, but basically we're comfortable, and whenever it happens, it happens. For the most part, it's about 2 years. A gazelle has a few minutes. They don't even have 24 hours, let alone months and years the way we do. They have a few minutes. Now, why is that? And this is actually a fact I didn't even know. That's because the mommy knows the lions are close and the lions approach. And they have to teach their babies to survive right away. That's interesting. So as newborns, they have to become self-independent from birth right away so that they don't rely on their parents off the back. But as humans, we have that choice. And for so long, being reliant on our parents for everything, some of us are in our 30s still relying on our parents for things. That's not a good space to be. You clearly got some self-improvement to do, some self-independence to process. If you still have to call your parents for advice, for help, you still got some growing up to do. So just think about it. Yeah, for a short moment, it sounds good to have help from a friend, to have a partner to journey along with, but Is it really worth it in the end? Is it really worth it when you guys become successful and let's say that person turns their back on you? Let's say that person feels like they don't want to do it no more. They want to be solo independent now. Is it really worth it? Will you be the self-dependent or the independent? That's up to you to choose. And this is why I say at the end of every video, to change your mind, skyrocket your thermostat, and always smile the biggest, brightest smile you ever could smile. Because remember, if you don't, no one will do it for you. God bless you, and I love you.